Her fans are so unhinged. Jemele Hill and Cari Champion do not hold back on Caitlin Clark fans. Over the past several days, Caitlin Clark has been in the headlines across the sports world after a heated exchange between Clark and Fever head coach Stephanie White went viral on social media. While Clark and White each received their fair share of criticism as a result of the incident, one sports personality is now taking that criticism directly to Clark's fans. Earlier this season, longtime sports journalist and personality Cari Champion criticized Clark a bit for what she believed to be constant complaints at or about the officials during games. Champion did not believe that the complaints to the referees worked out in her favor, and she criticized Clark for it, a legitimate basketball opinion. Apparently, Clark's supporters did not appreciate this criticism from Champion, sparking some strong reactions from her Clark's fan base. And it sounds like Champion was not a fan of her interactions with the Clark fans. So unhinged. In the latest episode of The Flagrant and Funny with Cari Champion and Jemele Hill, Champion did not hold back as she offered a pretty strong opinion on Clark's fanbase after the backlash she received from simply stating a basketball opinion. There is that vitriol that comes with her clan of people who support her that I can't really get behind. I think that I understand if you're upset and you don't like her, Champion said on the podcast. It comes with all players, but it's a layer of coded language that feels like racism. I've never been called so many N-words and see you next Tuesdays and jealous. Champion went on to call some of these fans unhinged and argue that they speak to the bigger problem of the strong polarization in the world today. Some of her fans are so unhinged, and I think it speaks to a larger issue of what's happening in our world today, and people don't want to talk about it. But it is a microcosm of a bigger problem that we have with this hatred of black versus white and being so polarized. Used Caitlin Clark as their avatar. Champion went on to argue that some of Clark's fans seem to be using their support for the Fever superstar as a cover to spew hate that has political or racially motivated and has nothing to do with sports or basketball. Clark's clan have made it about race and made it about something that has nothing to do with what's actually happening on the court, Champion said. They're comfortable with finally being able to say the things they've always wanted to say under the guise of, "How dare you talk about our favorite player?" Jemele Hill agreed with this assessment. I'm not saying this about all her fans, but there is no question that there was a group of intentional people who used Caitlin Clark as their avatar to say all the stuff about black women and all the stuff about black people that they've always wanted to say. Clark has previously addressed some of the racism and hate that Hill and Champion were referring to, as she made it clear that it was not acceptable. People should not be using my name to push those agendas. It's disappointing. It's not acceptable, Clark said at the time when asked about the comments from fans. Treating every single woman in this league with the same amount of respect, I think it's just a basic human thing that everybody should do. Clark had previously said that fans bringing her up online was not something she could control, saying she did not pay much attention to social media. I don't put too much thought and time into thinking about things like that, and to be honest, I don't see a lot of it. Basketball is my job. Everything on the outside, I can't control that, so I'm not going to spend time thinking about that.